just those random moments that we absolutely live for. This is the stuff that you just can't predict. At the start of the day, there's no way you'd say, I'm gonna be...
This Thailand video series is sponsored by WanderGo, an app for travellers and digital nomads.
Sharing the best destinations, useful tips, average living costs, co-working spaces, and more. Check it out. Good morning and welcome back to Thailand.
We are in Ao Nang at the moment and we are on our way to Railay today.
So I've heard so much about this Railay. Some people say it's their favourite place that they've visited in Thailand. We feel like that's some quite high expectations to live up to. So we haven't hyped it up that much in our minds at all, have we really?
Not really, but I did put a post on Instagram asking people what they wanted to see from around this area, and so many people said Railay.
Okay. We're just going to go and get a ferry ticket now, see how easy it is to get around there, what the process is to jump on the boat and everything, how much that costs, and go and scope it out for the day. So it's easy to sort, isn't it?
Well, yeah, to get the tickets was easy, but then we were like, should we ask where we go? So we did
This is after I paid and she handed over the tickets.
She was like, down there, and then I kept talking to her, but
it's literally just here, so it's quite funny. But it was 400 baht in total for return tickets, so 100 each per way. And it's just a long tail boat, so it'll just be the hack together, thrown onto a bunch of other people, 15-minute trip apparently.
slippery.
This one's Tonsai Bay. There's a lot less going on here. It looks fairly undeveloped. Just loads of rock climbing, people swimming, far less going on, and just a couple of little bars there. Raylay's in this direction over there, I think. So we've made it onto Railay.
It's beautiful. We were like prepared for it to be busier, and we can see why, because it's like a nicer swimming beach, even though all you can hear is probably boats in the background.
Just boats ploughing in and out all day long, I imagine.
It's just, it feels, I know it's part of the mainland, but it feels more like islandy.
It does, and there's all these little shacks along. There's the main white sandy beach, which looks really beautiful. Then there's these little shacks or restaurants, part of the resorts and everything.
I guess that's kind of what Ao Nang is missing a little bit.
It is, for sure.
Yeah.
But it is a beautiful place. I can understand, like the cliffs here and everything remind us of the Philippines. Just these enormous cliffs that just, there's zero and then just directly up, just vertical.
Yeah, you can see why you need a boat to get here.
Exactly right, yeah. And then there's just loads of water sports and everything as well. So no doubt their prices are going to be hefty.
Yeah.
But and that is what you get what you pay for. We've actually got a really beautiful view here, so we'll see how it plays out, and then we'll go for a little bit of explore and see more of the
Maybe
spot.
a swim is so hot.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Do you even drink?
No? Is that really bad luck?
Lunch was delicious, albeit expensive. We knew that was going to be the case.
Yeah, it always is on the beachfront.
It always is. 600 baht for that. So just to put in perspective, we pay 200 baht there for a meal that we pay 40 baht when we're in Chiang Mai. Yeah. Huge differences.
And the 40 baht meal was definitely better.
It is, isn't it? But this has got to be one of the chillest places that we've been to and like hanging out in quite some time.
I almost feel a bit guilty, like we should be doing more than just like hanging out.
I don't know, what do people do on the beach? We've been for a swim, obviously. I'm going to go back in a second. We're not really into the rock climbing stuff. I don't know, just hanging out. I think that's what people come here for, because there's resorts here as well. I think I mentioned that before, just loads of resorts. We're going to try and see if there's a little bit more going on, or if it's just literally this beachfront.
Go for a walk.
What do you suspect?
I feel like this is it.
You feel like there's just this beachfront in there?
Although, like, with so many tourists here, there's probably got to be like your standard 7-Elevens, and there's got to be something.
There has to be one 7-Eleven. But it's already been, we've actually been here for about 3 hours already. It's just hard to film on the beach because everyone thinks that you're trying to get booty shots.
Yeah, people are, I can understand.
But there's a lot of topless sunbathers as well.
Yeah, you don't want to get that on the vlog.
Well, bet you there's someone watching right now going, oh, come on, guys. Put it in there. There's pretty decent visibility down here. There's actually not like, it's not a clear blue sort of water, it's more of a, like an emeraldy green sort of feel to it. But still, oh, it went in my mouth. It's really salty water as well. Just the most stunning views. Come down to one of the other ends of the beach where it's a little bit quieter, far less people, and more of a swimming spot. There's no boats coming in and out of this end. More seems to be down the other way that way. The water is really warm as well as very salty. A few waves. So there is a little bit of a walking street actually. There's a whole bunch of just shops and stuff back there where you can just get lots of food, and it's like little Thai pancakes and kebabs, and there's meat sitting outside in the sun on a spit. Probably not. Oh yeah, takeaway cocktails, takeaway, a whole bunch of beers there as well. Looks on the ship. Very cool little spot. So it's actually much more of a vibe off the strip than what we anticipated.
We went to the most expensive restaurant.
Oh, 100% we did, because we were right on the beachfront and it was like maybe part of a resort or something. But look at all the coconut trees? Yeah. Coconut trees and everything in the background. We really just are in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and there just happens to be this area that's developed. There's all these little Jamaican bars and little shacks and everything along here. So it is really nice to know that there's somewhere that you can come off the main strip and still sort of hang out for a little bit, kill some time, and not just have to sit on the beach. I say have to. Like, what I mean by that is we've got maybe a 30 minutes to 1 hour tops time that we can sit on a beach for, and then we're like, okay, what's next? Let's do something. Let's get creative. Let's come up with something. So this is the spot to do it, I think.
Came back to the boat bar because it's got the best music and it looks the most fun.
It's a boat.
It's a boat.
Arr, get on your boat, Captain.
This is brilliant.
This is so random.
These are those random moments that we live for. We're just sitting up here. This is the coldest beer I've had in so long. Just casually sitting on the floor, and the guy just brought up Connect 4. So we're just sitting here, we found a gap in the music because the music's cranking. And we're on a kid's playmat as well. Coconut, C, H, honeydew, T, tomato.
We're learning and drinking.
Learning, drinking, and playing. This is effective use of your time, kids. No, but these are just those random moments that we absolutely live for. This is the stuff that you just can't predict. At the start of the day, there's no way you'd say, I'm going to be in a ship on a kid's mat, listening to like weird music, drinking ice cold beer, playing Connect 4. You just don't know that shit's coming.
I'm just curious about how many other girlfriends have boyfriends say, oh, I've forgotten how to play this game. Oh, what are we going to do? And then, bam, they win. Comment below if that has happened to you. I'm like genuinely curious whether this only happens to me.
That happened.
To you or to me?
No, you had beer and you just stopped focusing. I just played you out. I had this one here and you were like, what's with the gap? I forced you to play that one and I got that guy.
Strategy.
we're not exactly monkey experts, but we saw some in the trees while we were sitting there on our pirate ship. And the tails on these things were like 1.5 meters long. I swear the biggest one maybe had a tail about 2 meters long. It's not even kidding, that's huge compared to the body size. But I don't think I've ever seen that before, and I don't know what sort of breed that is, or if that's like a unique to Thailand thing, but I was quite shocked by it. So now, okay, hop and up. Now we're just trying to figure out how the hell we get back, because we paid for the return ticket, come back out onto the beach, and we weren't really sure. No one gives you any instructions about where to go or what to do or how to figure it out, but yeah, that's what she said. That lady pointed us in the right spot. So, I mean, to be fair, we could have predicted it's either back where we got dropped off at that end, or at the spot here where there's about 1,000 long-tailed boats. So, looks like it should be straightforward anyway.
Was it just all fingers? Was it just all fingers?